New Moon Rising is a solid episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It closes up some loose ends and propels the season towards its natural conclusion. It's the first time in a while it feels like things are moving, with Willow coming out to Buffy, Riley ditching the initiative, and Adam's plan beginning to take more shape. It begins with Tara and Willow discussing plans to buy a cat, named Miss Kitty Fantastico. This shows the development of their relationship, as they're starting to have things that are theirs, as a collective. Tara also attends her first meeting with the Scoobies, where they discuss what Adam has been up to. He has been riling up the local populations of vampires and demons, getting them to go out and get captured by the initiative. It's still not clearly established why, although it can be assumed that he plans to unleash them all at once, to bring down the organization that created him. At the end of their session, a surprise walks in the door. Oz. This is his first appearance since Wild at Heart, although there were a few episodes focused on Willow dealing with her grief and separation from him. They talk briefly as a group, then he leaves to give them space. This segues directly into the B-plot of the episode. Riley and Buffy discuss what happened between Willow and Oz, and Buffy casually mentions that he's a werewolf. Riley is taken aback, claiming that he didn't think Willow would be into bad boys. This all comes back to the black and white mentality that has been driven into him by the military, and then the initiative. Supernatural things are bad and dangerous, and there are no exceptions. Buffy of course argues that Oz is not dangerous, but simply someone afflicted with a curse. This parallels Angel's role in her life, although for now she just has oblique references, as she's still not telling Riley the full truth. They butt heads a couple of times throughout the episode due to those differing views, and when one of Riley's soldiers is attacked by a werewolf, he immediately goes on the offensive, elevating them to kill on sight. Oddly enough, this other wolf is never actually explained, as it's made clear it's definitely not Oz. It's previously mentioned that werewolves can identify others of their kind, so it's possible that it's someone who followed Oz from wherever he was coming from, but either way there's no closure on their identity or purpose. The reason why we can be sure it's not Oz is that he has studied in Tibet with monks, and can now control the beast inside. He reveals this to Willow by walking with her into the light of a full moon. They then talk all night, catching up on what has been happening in Sunnydale, with one big exception. Willow never mentions Tara, nor hints at any sort of romantic relationship. While Oz does come back into town and assumes she is available, which is certainly not a great thing to do, he is at least courteous and gives Willow space if needed. Willow, on the other hand, is being extremely deceptive, both towards Oz and Tara, instead of trying to deal with her complex feelings, simply avoiding them. We've seen elements of this before, but they will be brought to the forefront in Season 6. After Oz leaves her room, she does have a conversation with Buffy and reveals her relationship with Tara. Buffy freaks out a bit, in a way that feels realistic to many people's experiences with coming out. Even if friends or family are eventually supportive, the initial reveal can be frightening and cause friction. Buffy comes around in the course of the conversation and tells Willow the most important thing is to be honest. This is a bit hypocritical coming from Buffy, but it is the best advice for relationships. And then poor Tara, who is so desperately in love with Willow that she's willing to accept losing her as a partner, if it means they still get to be friends. There's some great acting from both Hannigan and Benson in both this and the final scene of the episode. After Willow leaves, Tara bumps into Oz and things explode. His werewolfy powers allow him to smell Willow on her, and he becomes unable to control his emotions, at Willow having lied to him, again. He wolfs out and chases Tara for a bit before being captured by the initiative. Their werewolf makeup has never been great, especially during the day, which reduces the impact of the scene slightly. Then we get Riley's big moral dilemma, as he turns from being willing to kill the werewolf in cold blood to trying to sneak Oz out, effectively resigning from the initiative. He's caught, but they still manage to get away, and he takes up residence in the burned-out old high school. It's a great set, and it's nice they got more use than just the one episode. The episode ends with some nice emotional moments, as Oz says his final goodbye from the show, in a way that feels much more conclusive than his first exit. Then Willow goes to Tara, and there's a lovely scene where Tara has already resigned herself to losing Willow, saying that Willow has to be with the person she loves. Willow then simply says, "I am." While their relationship will have a lot of ups and downs in the coming season, there are a lot of great moments, and as one of the first queer couples in genre TV, their existence means a lot. The episode on the whole has a lot of good emotional moments, and feels more like a classic Buffy episode, something that has been sorely missing this season. While it is mostly a Monster of the Week episode, it feels like it's tying up loose ends before we get to the plot-heavy final couple of episodes of the season, justifying its existence more than other episodes of this kind. That's all for today. I hope you've enjoyed, and be well.